the representatives of the organizations who have initiated this process.
When is the Delhi conference going to happen?
Pardon me?
19th of January will be the national.
It will be on the 19th of January.
And we hope there will be people from Goa also speaking. Will you give some figures from
More states are going to go in for the
various
social audit.
various states how it is doing, what are the Indian teachers from other states that you already know?
Yeah, I can just any of the countries, but Tamil Nadu is
Two, three things are clear from all the states. Number one, no planning and no comprehensive environmental or social impact assessment or alternatives has been done prior to the sanction of these SEZs. Number two, this has been done most arbitrarily and essentially it just appears, as has been said, to be a land grab. That is why you see 500 or 1000 SEZs and all being developed by private developers. In China, there are 7 SEZs which have been developed by the state. They are not being developed by private developers. Therefore, this is just a thinly veiled or thinly disguised method of giving large amounts of land and for real estate development of all kinds to various cronies and those who have corrupted various ministers, chief ministers and other bureaucrats who are taking these decisions. These two features are absolutely clear in all the states.
Any other state has opposed the SEZ? Any other state except Goa?
State government per se has not taken a position except in Goa. The credit goes to the people's movements and the media also. But the people's movements have taken a position in many. Admiral Ramdas is reminding that in the case of Nandina, after the movement and after much martyrdom, though, the West Bengal government took a position that they are withdrawing from Nandina. So that is there. That way the withdrawal from the specific SSS also has happened in Gorani, which is again a coastal region near Bombay, where the fish workers, in Pune, the Bagoli SSL, where also the farmers fought the battle, and the agriculture minister being the parent minister of the district, where there are maximum SSLs and maximum conversion of agricultural land to non-agricultural purpose, including the hill stations in the Lavasa city, which is in the Pune district. There also one SSL the government has withdrawn from. Orai near Bombay is another SSL of SL World who have also withdrawn, so on and so forth. And many are stalled by the people's movement and
I think one thing is that we have to wait for the particular resolutions on the national audit. But one reason that we've reached Goa at this particular time is a lot of us, from what we've seen and what we know, what we hope what Goa did today, India will do tomorrow. So we do hope that there will be, from all this, one common feature in every single people's audit of the SEZs that has taken place so far is people have said we do not want this act. So the people concerned have in one voice said just that. And there has been no voice that no one has had the guts actually actually to come forward in any of those who have proposed SEZs to come forward and say, no, it's a great thing, this is why we think you should go ahead and do it. And even in the People's Audit, in National People's Audit, we will call people from all the political parties, we will invite them. We will invite the relevant ministers and the ministries and the secretaries and bureaucrats from those departments, so that they can perhaps explain in front of those many people who are affected why they feel this is best for the country and what they can answer them directly. So at the end of that, if there is no voice in opposition, no reasoned voice in opposition, then certainly there will be a resolution that much as the people of Goa have taken that we do not want this act. How exactly we go about it will then get all these people together, because while there have been voices in different parts of the country, this is perhaps one of the first times that everyone has been linked together. And so it sees the formation of a national. Part will be lobbying, part will be agitation, but to make sure that the people's voice prevails.
That the state level audits will have the state level reports, and also the state level organizations and alliances would continue to work at the state level unitedly and with their own separate identity. So whatever decision will be taken would be through the democratic and participatory process involving all of them. The experience has been that every struggle on each SEZ or on each so-called developmental destructive project has been on a continuum from the local to the national. And hence one will have to really work at all these levels, and not that at the compromise of the local struggle, a national struggle as an alternative would be taken up. That's not the thinking behind this process at all. But sharing of the strategies and some common strategies and common actions may emerge.
I have a question on Goa case. Same government which asked for notifying the decisions after public pressure and agitation, it will its consent and state it will not do as a policy in public interest. Is there something called any data company where this kind of pressure goes, and people really doesn't want the certain kind of that there is a data company that is not being de-notified? Is that is the bigger situation?
Though there is no provision in the SEZ Act which specifically says that the government can de-notify an SEZ, but under the General Clauses Act, when there is a clause which says that when the government has a power to do something, it also has the deemed power to undo it. So therefore, under that, they do have the power to de-notify it. Only question will be that the company might claim some compensation. That issue can be decided, but they certainly have the power to de-notify it.
Information that are fed from Delhi and it again cannot be notified.
It is all, that's the opinion being given on the pressure of these SEZ developers.
The point is that the SEZ was first brought in by the NDA government in 2000. And then the Uttar Pradesh government of Samajwadi Party and the West Bengal government of the Left Front issued notifications, SEZ notifications for their own states. Then the UPA government converted it into a full-fledged legislation.
What about you see that Rohit came to the picture in China? They had invited several foreign industrial hubs that opened. Actually, there is no need for China to open SEZs. Already there are several SEZs. We have made red carpet welcome to the multinational. Given several concessions, there is no relevance to it.
They had more than the currently operative 7 months. They actually started off with something like, if I remember rightly, around 300 odd SEZs. But there was such an uproar in rural China that it was just not acceptable to the people. And that was the stage when they had just, after many, many years of communes and production of farmland was made slightly private ownership came in. Thereafter they tried to introduce this. Then they had to backtrack. And now what is left is 7 SEZs, all state controlled and state operated. Nothing in private control. And that is the pressure of the people there again. And that is the position. In India too, before SEZs came, we had export promotion zones. We had one in Kandla, we had in one or two other places. Within Bombay, we had that Ulhas Sindhi, that Nagar, where there is a kind of duty-free environment. But we had some such things to promote exports. And one last thing, sorry about GNP business. You know, our gross national product has grown from the old Professor Krishna Raj's 3% Hindu growth rate to almost 9% growth rate without SEZ.